thank you for watching The Loop right here on Livestrong Woman. I'm Donna Ruko, and this week we're going behind the scenes of Perfect Form with Ashley Borden. Tell us a little bit about how it all began, how it started for you.
Yeah. Well, it's so funny. To me, successful is so depends on, I guess, people's perception of what success is. You know what I mean? Success for me feels like that I can help as many people as possible. And that has always been my #1 drive since when I first started training. I have 22 years recovery now from anorexia, bulimia, compulsive overeating, compulsive exercise. So I had gone through treatment in 1990 and came out and I was like, oh my gosh, I can actually help other people find a balance between training and food and not feel like it's, such a psychotic, unattainable thing. And my goal was when I started getting in this recovery that I was like, I can actually make a difference with people and I can actually help them and give them information. And from my experience that I was able to find that balance. And I think we were talking about before how people have these, especially with fitness people, they have these preconceived notions that they are a certain way or that nobody struggles or they just wake up and they look great.
Yeah. You're born with this muscle tone.
Yeah, I mean, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
and it's the same amount. I mean, I always try to be really honest with all of my clients and Twitter and all of that, so people really know what really goes into maintaining a lean, livable lifestyle, but also maintaining your sanity through the whole thing.
That's great. It makes you relatable because at the end of the day, it's to show and share your challenges, the things that you've experienced. It makes people like, oh, okay, I can relate to that.
My focus for myself is improving. Even now, is just improving my performance, getting stronger, getting faster, and going through my workouts more efficiently with even better movement patterns. So because my focus is more on that and not the way I look, it's like the secondary outcome of that is that you end up looking great.
Yes. Yeah.
So the focus isn't just I'm just not in the mirror oh my God, I don't like my arms. I just, my focus is, how can I make this pull up better?
Yes.
How do I go through my push-ups better? How do I, run faster with better form? So when your focus, I think, is on becoming better and stronger with better form, you take the focus off of what you look like and it's more on what your body's doing. I've always practiced what I preach. My book, Your Perfect Fit, was really, I wrote it so it really highlighted my SOS food plan, which is a food plan, not a diet. Because people ask me a lot, well, how do you eat? And do you just not eat? And I'm like, oh my gosh, no. Are you kidding? You have to eat.
Be healthy. Eat
And
healthy and nutrition.
And especially when your focus is on being stronger, you eat more.
Yes.
Yeah. You have to feed your body.
Yeah.
And the more muscle you have, the leaner your body is, the more your metabolism is higher. And I know everybody says that, but I think there's a big fear about women lifting heavier weights, and it's such a shame that that's ever information has ever been out there that people shouldn't.
So we've spoken about strength. I have a tip for you, Ashley.
Oh, tell me the tip.
About toning
the
lower abdominal region.
Tell me the tip.
The tip is, because I know that you've shared some great tips on how to tighten the abs and your core. Well, my tip is, any belly fat, tuck it underneath the rim of your pants. That's it. That's my tip. Tuck it under the rim of the pants.
Or you just do the pull up over when you sit down. You just want to kind of hide them up in top underneath.
Hide them up in top.
Oh, that's such a good tip. But do you work out? You train?
Sometimes, here and there. The one thing I do is Krav Maga.
Oh, that's amazing.
I do Krav Maga.
I
That's
do
a good
jujitsu.
workout.
I do jujitsu. Oh, I forgot. Yes, I do jujitsu.
Let's have a fight.
Oh my God, let's do it right now. Right. Wait, so you could disarm me. I'm on the ground. I go right to the ground. You're standing. I could do everything from my back. Really? You do Krav Maga?
Yes, I do. I've been doing it for about 3.5, 4 years.
And doesn't that make you feel so much more empowered as a female, especially?
It really does. It really helps with the mindset. It just makes you aware of. It changes the way you think.
Yes. It makes you, yes,
it really
absolutely.
does.
And not in a paranoid way where you're always is someone around the corner out to get me. It just makes you feel a lot more self-confident,
empowered,
yes,
confident.
that's how I feel about jiu-jitsu.
I would recommend anybody, every woman and child, I would say, should start. What's a quick tip? Would you say for let's give a food tip and then an exercise tip. One quick thing that someone can do who's got a very busy lifestyle like myself.
Food tip. Here's a good food tip, especially for people who have no idea about portion sizes. Because P.S. even if you're eating horrible food, but your portion sizes are even more controlled, that will help you with weight loss. So here's a quick tip. If you're choosing any protein, right? So any white protein, I would say that you want to go from your wrist to your finger in this thickness. So this is your chicken breast. This is your big piece of fish. This is your turkey breast. And if you're doing red meat, you want to do the palm size of your hand. And this is the thickness.
Right.
Okay, so that's a good thing. And then if you want to do a salad, double fist size of salad. And then any steamed vegetable, fist size also, and fist size of carbohydrates.
Okay.
So that way you just...
I've just realised I'm definitely overeating.
Well, I mean, and you're eating every 2 to 3 hours, but that will at least, because I'm not taking out a scale at a restaurant and like putting my food on it. So just hand and fist size so you can eyeball helps to give you a general concept of how much you're eating.
And the portions are huge here in America.
Yeah, aren't they? Have you been to Cheesecake Factory?
Oh God, yes.
Frightening. That could feed a family of 10.
It can.
One thing.
Yeah.
But I think also when you're doing portion sizes for somebody who is not even like dieting, or they're trying to find a balance of like how do I eat, when you're doing portion sizes in the beginning, that will help you just give you a ballpark of what, and it's your hand size, not my hand size, not Shaquille O'Neal's hand size.
Luckily, I've got big hands.
Yeah, exactly.
For a woman, I've got
do you?
huge hands. I do.
Oh my gosh, you have bigger hands than me, and
I can eat more.
You can eat more. Okay, and another tip for training.
Yeah.
I would say that do something that scares you. So if let's say you've always wanted to take a hip hop class, but you were kind of scared, do it.
Okay.
Let's say you've always wanted to ask somebody to be your workout partner, but you were like, oh, I suck, do it. Anything. Like I was scared to start doing jiu-jitsu, and I was like, F it, I'm gonna do it anyway. I wanna learn.
And you love it.
And I love it. So do something you're afraid of, but do some research to make sure that you're seeking out either the right class or the right trainer, or you can always do research to find that you're on the right track with what you're doing.
Yeah.
And most importantly, enjoy what you're doing. Because if you don't like what you're doing, it's a terrible association. When
you're
like,
motivated to do it, aren't you?
Yeah, totally.
So I like what you said. It's almost like that saying, face the fear and do it anyway.
Yes. Yeah.
And on that note, thank you, Ashley.
Oh,
Thank
my
you so
pleasure.
much. It's
My
been so much
pleasure.
fun. So you can catch Ashley right here on Livestrong Woman every Wednesday with Perfect Form. And you have a website.
I have a website. It's my name, ashleyborden.com. And you can also follow me on Twitter. It's at Ashley Borden, or on Facebook is Ashley Borden Fitness. There's so many things. I mean, there's Pinterest.
She's
never
everywhere.
Ending. Never ending.
Everywhere.
Yes.
See you all next week. Bye-bye.